Mikhail.
Hi guys, my name is Lachlan Giles and welcome to my channel.
Backtakes. What we'll do, we covered this a bit in the week. We'll go over more, a bit more detail on one of the positions we might end up in. Okay, so if Rich turns away and he gets up on his elbow, for example, like that, then we can shoot under and we'll often get our seatbelt here. Okay, now sometimes, especially if Rich is hiding his hook well, sometimes from here we're going to sit him up to this position here. All right, and so we're going to work from here. A few of the options to go for, right? There's a few, like there's a bunch of different ways when we get our seatbelts. Whenever someone's protecting their hook, it is an option to start coming out and sitting them up and attacking from here, right? So I've got a bunch of options from here. The obvious one is to get the hooks, right? So if Rich happens to leave an opening, then I'm going to lean him away from the side I want to put my hook so that it opens more space, okay? And be quite forward, okay? So if I'm here, back like this, I'm gonna have very difficult time swinging my leg over. The more I actually come forward, the easier my leg can step over the top. But not here, right? So if his head's in the center, very difficult for me to get my leg over. If I lean him to the side, I now have room to swing my hook, and then I'm gonna pull him back the other way. Why? Because I want my second hook to be able to attach. If I swing that first hook and fall to that same side, so if I go here, I swing this hook, now I've got the problem of having my leg stuck. Okay, so I want to swing the hook over and then fall the other way. All right. So I'm here, so we'll do it like this. Rich starts to turn, I connect to my seatbelt, and then from here, we're gonna sit him up to this position. All right, from here you can choose either side. So right now I feel like he's blocked this one really well, so I'd probably swing him to this side, left leg across, and then fall back to my left hip. Okay, now I can get my right. I wouldn't even put a hook, just keep your foot across the hip and the other foot on the hip. All right, cool. Rich, here we go. So I'm here, I'm going to start to turn. Just get up on your elbow here, and then you block your hook. Okay, so Rich can't immediately get this hook. He's going to sit me up into this position. Okay, from here, try and put me more. So see, I'm kind of steady. Put me more. Yeah, this is better. All right, and standing up on your feet. Yeah, so make sure you're not on your knees, guys. You won't be able to get your hook. Now, Rich is going to choose a side. He'll turn me my head away from that side. So yes, now he can swing his leg. Not to the middle, but across my hip, okay? If he puts it in the middle, I can usually clear it. Okay? If he goes here and then falls, I can often clear that. Yeah. And yes, okay. If he goes across my hip, very hard for me to get rid of that. Okay? Sometimes I press my arm as well. Okay. So let's have a go at that first. 3, 2, 1. So with that, guys, like circle your feet a bit to get that step. So if I'm here, I don't like stay, I can't be from here and swing my leg around. Like I have to tilt Rich and I want to like almost walk my hips around this side. This is going to make it a lot easier to cut across. Whichever side you go for, you do that. Okay. All right, so obviously Rich can then, like if he knows, he might stay really balled up and make it difficult to get hooks. Okay, so we're here. Yeah, and Rich might really hide my ability to get the legs across. His head's down and he's balled up like that. Okay, so if he's protecting his hooks, then we usually have a good chance to attack the neck. Okay, so from here, in the gi, I would almost always go for a collar choke unless if he lifted his head up like this, I would take the rear naked choke. But if his head's down, one of the gi-based chokes is going to be more likely. All right, so we're going to go here. I'm going to actually, because he's balled up like this, if you just keep pressure, it's actually kind of hard for, like if you try and get out of this position, Rich, like I can kind of keep him here. Actually gives me a bit of time to work just by putting pressure over the top. Okay, So from here, I'm going to just take one lapel, straighten it, and then feed my other hand underneath the chin to grip that same lapel. All right, so again, tuck your head and everything. So here, I take my right arm back, my thumb has to come from the outside of the chin and across to get this lapel. And then I would reach to the other lapel too. So now I've got both lapels secured. All right. Now, I'm not gonna worry about hooks at first. I'm actually just gonna try and pull Rich back there. Now that I've got my grips how I want, so I'm under his neck, I could possibly try to choke here, but I still feel like he could defend enough from this position. I'm gonna pull him back and then down onto his left shoulder, okay? Here I can start to choke. Okay. So, if you look there, I can get him down onto this shoulder and start to row I row both elbows backwards. I can choke, or we can do the chair sit. We'll actually go through the chair sit motion next, which we can do with just the seat belt as well, but we'll just practice that choke from there first, okay? So, here I've got my seat belt. I'm trying to get either hook. Rich is blocking. Don't feed it like this. See how I'm under his chin? He can defend that, like, so his chin's under, sorry, he's gonna defend that too easy, okay? I'm gonna come back with my forearm in, tight against the chin and slide under, and make sure I'm under the chin when I grip this, okay? Nice and high. Like it's not the lapel that chokes, it's actually my forearm, okay? So make sure your grip's like that, not like this, okay? If it's loose, you will miss. He can pull on that and start to defend, pull on the lapel even, stuff in this. Yeah, you'll find a way to get out of that, okay? When it's here, it's done, okay? Grab the opposite lapel, pulling down with that, and then I'm going to just circle to pull him down to the same side as my choking arm. I'm going to try and pull that down to the mat. And we'll get finished from there. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Same position again. So we're here. Sometimes from here, Rich is just defending too well. Like sometimes he can get his hands on my hands like this, and he's still got his like elbows defending the hooks, okay? So this is actually, sometimes for escapes, this can be a good position to look to get to as well. I know actually Rich's old coach, Prix, is like a master of this. So, he uses this position a lot to try to defend. One thing we can try to do, if I can't get at the neck here, I just don't feel right about opening my grips or getting my hooks, I can now pull Rich back down and do a regular chair sit. Okay, so I can pull him back down like this and start to work my hook from here. Okay, and I'll go through why that's a little different to our original scenario. So originally, what's happened was Rich was up on his elbow like this, and it's hard for me to pull him down when he's up on the elbow. That's why I set him up. Okay. Now that I've set him up, if he stays, he's going to have to bring that arm in to defend, or he's going to leave it open for a hook. Okay? So if he brings that in to defend the hook, now I can actually pull him back down on his shoulder, and he's no longer up on the elbow. All right. Now the angle you're going to want for this, like Rich is going to block this hook. Okay. Like this is everyone does that. So if I stay side on to Rich and I start trying to get my chest here, it's very, very difficult. The angle I want is actually to be pretty much in line with him. So as I pull him down, I'm going to go back like this. Okay? My knees right underneath. I'm seated forward. Keep that hook hidden. And we're like this. Okay, so you see I'm much more kind of behind him than around the side. All right? When I'm like that, keep your knee tight. What I'm going to look to do is step on the thigh, push, and then go across. Okay? You won't be able to do that from side on. If I'm here, I'm not going to be able to kick that free. Alright. So as I pull him back, I'll pull him like this. Okay. I'm kind of seated forward, my elbows on top of my hip, and I'm much more in line. Hide your hook, Rich. And here, step on the top of the thigh. Here, keep that tight as you can. Nice noises there. You're going to be famous for those noises, Rich.
Great. It's a different website.
Yeah, not the first time. Good. Let's go again. You got me?
Oh, jeez.
So we're here. This time maybe I'm like defending my neck and everything's, I'm using my elbows to block, like, you know, hook still coming in. Rich is now gonna pull me back. Good. Yeah, and can I sit on your left hip here? Yeah, good. Like kind of pull me onto you a little bit. Yeah, good. Okay, so even if I'm keeping this really tight, you're now gonna step on the top of my thigh and kick. Yes. Okay. And he gets a chance to get the hook. Let's have a go. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday! I think everyone got it, but just when if I'm here and I pull Rich back, I want to have like tuck the same leg as the choking arm side. Okay, so I want to be like, if it was here, I'd be like this. Okay, my right leg tucked, choking arm side. Okay. If I did it the other side, it's much more difficult here to get this leg over. Okay. The other thing, don't let them turn. Okay, so actually I'm deliberately kind of sitting like back and holding tight here. If you try and turn to your right Rich, like I want to keep him kind of stuck here. If I let him like off my leg here and he turns, I do. Let me just hide. You hip escape, but also this is going to be difficult now. Okay. Kind of want him like propped up on me here. When he tries to turn, here I should be getting my hook, dropping and moving. Alright, let's do some specific training. Okay, so